So this is this year's Molehill Christmas decoration. And of course, because it's Molehill, it's not just decorative, it has a very important purpose. And that is to keep your teapot warm. So these are all completely handmade. They've got a padding inside of them down here, okay, that's going to keep the teapot warm. They're fully lined with cotton. Really durable fabric on the outside because you're going to be using them a lot because we drink so much tea in this country. And so the snowman's little face, you'll see he has a little carrot button for his nose, two little charcoal eyes, and these little buttons here for his earmuffs. He has a little hook, all of them do, on the back, and that's to allow you to hang them up when you're not using them, so they become a decoration on the wall, or you could sit them on the kitchen dresser and they look absolutely gorgeous and they're always a talking point. He's carrying a little tea cloth so he can clean up any spills from tea, and he has a little gingerbread cookie, of course, because you need to have a little sweet treat when you're having your tea. And his jacket here, you might notice, is actually fully lined because, again, all about quality here, and you don't want your snowman getting cold, so that's super important. And it's got its little buttons on here as well. And you might notice that his scarf has little toasters with toast in them on it, just to represent obviously that he's a little kitchen decoration. And yeah, so that's the front of him there, and then you just pick him up and then boop, there's your teapot underneath. So it fits your standard size teapot. Really is quite wide. Have a little look on the inside here. So I can see fully lined, really, really gorgeous finish. Again, literally every single part is handmade. His jacket, this padding, the tea, everything is made here. And then you pick him back up again and you can easily place him back onto your teapot, nice and snug. And there he is again. And have a little look at him from the side. So again, you can see how wide he is. So like a 36-ounce teapot, that's the teapot that kind of makes 6 teacups or about 4 mugs, which is what most of us have. That will fit in there, no problem at all. And again, all the little details, the nice collar turned out of the back, beautifully ironed. And then on this fabric, we have little acorns and little autumnal leaves. And here we've got little stars. That's his little heart. Instead of wearing it on his sleeve, he's wearing it on his breast. And then you might notice he's got a little bit of blush. Okay, because he's so warm from keeping the tea hot. And then this guy over here, we've gone for a kind of dark red, mauvey red, and then a sort of ochre, I suppose, kind of a very mild ambery colour fabric for the lining. So basically, like even these two guys are quite similar, but actually little details like the buttons, the ribbon that's on the gingerbread cookie. So none of them are exactly the same. So whatever one that you decide to buy for yourself or for a gift for a tea lover, they will all be completely different. So we're making a limited edition of them. So, you know, there won't be any the same. So whichever one you get is completely unique. And, you know, anyone you've gifted these to has used them year in, year out. They are so durable. Like some people do just use them as a decoration, but use them as a teapot cover. Like they're so good as a teapot cozy, and it's such a nice talking piece to have that on your table. And it's something that's, you know, it's all part of our traditions and rituals, sitting around the table, especially at Christmas, for tea and delicious mince pies. And these guys are just always commented on by anyone who comes into ours, and we know from family members as well, it's the same for them. So it's just a really, really nice talking point, and it's something that you'll keep for years, and, you know, maybe even pass down as well. We like to make serious quality here, you know. We want things that are durable. We want things that, you know, it's not like fast Christmas where, okay, it looks pretty this year, and when you take it back out next year, it looks a bit of a wreck. You know yourself, like I bought that stuff as well. They look gorgeous, it's shiny, it's glittery. Then you realise the glitter falls off everything, onto everything, and it's a mess. And you kind of chuck it and go, right, we'll buy something else instead. We're just trying to get away from that ourselves. And I think we all are. So when you buy these guys, they'll come, just bring this in here now. They'll come in our Molehill, completely 100% recyclable. There's no sellotape or anything keeping this together. So this is all just literally folded together. So if you want to recycle it, great. But if you want to keep it, it's probably a good idea, because these guys are going to come completely gift wrapped inside of here. We'll just lie him down. So you can see it's a very snug fit, so you won't move around too much in transit. And then that will be nicely wrapped red ribbon. And then that presentation box, which is a lovely gift box, it can be used by the person who gets the Snowman Tea Cozy, obviously just to keep it year in, year out. We would of course encourage, because it's fabric, so you don't want any mildew, I would store it indoors. So if you have, you know, if it's a spare room, there's a press in there, you keep all your Christmas stuff. We have so much that honestly it doesn't fit indoors anymore. We have to have it in the garage, but we've got these really well sealed boxes, and it's a whole thing. But we would encourage keeping them indoors. And you close the box over, obviously, and then that's nicely wrapped. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to have, instead of, here we've just used a little bit of bubble wrap. God, I couldn't remember that. I've used a little bit of bubble wrap just to film, but actually when the person receives this gift, there's going to be a box of either Lions or Barry's tea inside, because we don't like waste. So even the stuffing should have a purpose. Again, like this is made from recycled paper, this lovely tissue paper. You could use it again at home. There's nothing here that isn't either recycled already or recyclable. So all really eco-friendly. This has been made locally, obviously by us here in Wicklow. And yeah, it's just a really, really lovely gift. It's something that's, you know, like heirloom kind of stuff, as in, you know, you're going to keep this for years and years. So yeah, it becomes a really special part of tea and coffee and having the chats, which hopefully we'll be able to in some way this year, guys. So yeah, there you go. The Molehill Snowman Tea Cozy of 2020.